This one, I put this one in this category.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's a job.
Oh, so this isn't even work-life balance. This is barely in the work category.
Let's just listen. Listen. Okay.
I hope it's good.
Am I the asshole? This was also posted one day ago. 10,000 upvotes. So
What I have noticed that because I create the category and then Teresa has to search for stories, she has more recent stories. Where mine, like that last one, that was from 4 years ago, guys. That was an all-time. That was like a top one, but from a while ago.
yeah, good balance.
Good balance.
Right. Am I the asshole for telling teenage boys to quote unquote fucking stop? I, 22 male, went on a trip to a theme park with my church's youth group yesterday. I'm one of the chaperones.
Job,
Right?
volunteer
Okay,
job.
good. And the kids are mostly teenagers, around 13 to 16 years old. For the most part, they're good kids, but they can be a bit rowdy, especially when they're in a big group. While we, myself, and 5 or 6 boys, were waiting in line for one of the rides, there was a woman standing in front of us who looked to be around my age, early 20s female. She was wearing a tank top and shorts, not even booty shorts, mid-thigh length, nothing outrageous, just typical summer clothes you would see in a mall clothing store. However, some of the boys in our group decided that she wasn't dressed modestly enough. Women in our church typically wear ankle-length skirts and sleeves to the elbows. They started clapping loudly in her ears, making comments about how she should cover up, and even going as far as lightly touching her arm and shoulder to get her attention. One even grabbed her hips. She was visibly uncomfortable, but seemed too shocked or scared to say anything. I watched this go on for about a minute, expecting them to stop on their own, but they didn't. It was getting worse, and I felt awful for not stepping in sooner. Finally, I snapped and told them to fucking stop harassing her. I didn't yell, but I was firm and clear. They immediately looked shocked and embarrassed, and thankfully they did stop. Later, one of the other chaperones pulled me aside and told me I shouldn't have used that language in front of the kids, saying it was inappropriate and not setting a good example. He said I should have found a gentler way to correct them and that I overreacted. He also reminded me that using swear words is sinful. I don't usually use language like that, especially around kids, but in the moment, I was more concerned with getting them to stop harassing this woman. Now I'm second-guessing myself. Maybe I could have handled it better, but I also feel like what they were doing was way out of line and needed to be shut down immediately. Am I the asshole for cussing at them?
$10? That other chaperone is a male.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking disgusting. I'm enraged right now. You're lucky that's all you said. If it was me, the amusement park day is done. We're done. We're leaving. You're not only am I like taking you out of the line, I'm kicking you out of the park. I will drag you by your collar out of the park. You never lay your hands on another person, not to mention after verbally abusing and then touching a female. I would be livid. You'd get more than you need to fucking stop. I want to strangle somebody.
Yeah.
I don't want to go off on this tangent again because I did this a couple episodes, but this is a religious thing. Like, she's dressed modestly. Like, it makes me so angry of like the people that have these opinions. They're just teenagers. They were taught this. This is what they were taught. They were taught by their church that she is showing too much skin.
Yeah.
They were taught by their elders, by somebody, that they are wearing not enough clothes. They're not wearing enough. They're showing too much skin. That was taught to them by someone. They weren't a freaking baby and grew up and was like, I know how much clothes somebody should wear.
Yeah.
That was taught by somebody else.
Everything is taught.
Everything is taught. So me as a chaperone, I would never volunteer to chaperone again. I wouldn't want to be around that church. I am absolutely disgusted by that behavior. But I'm just thinking, if for some reason I was in this situation, my reaction to this situation would be of a hell of a lot worse than you need to fucking stop. I would have dragged them by their collar, or like I would have dragged them out of that line. At first, I think that would be the consequence. Like, oh, you don't get to ride this line. Maybe we'll go to another line. But they're like, no, why stop there? Your whole amusement park day is done. That is assault. That is a soft assault. Like, you
It is.
touched another person.
No, it is.
That's assault. You touched her hips. That could honestly be classified as sexual assault. I would actually, before I drag them out of the line, I would ask her and be like, excuse me, would you like me to go get a security guard so you can press charges against them?
Yeah, literally.
Would you like me to do that? Do you realize what you just did was assault? And then I would drag them out and I'd ruin the day. Nobody learns a lesson if there's no consequences.
Exactly.
If you touch somebody inappropriate in line and then your chaperone, your leader, says, that's it, your day's done, you're not riding any more rides for the day, we're packing up, we're going home early for the day. That shit's going to resonate with a 13-year-old. That's a consequence. It's not, oh, if you do that again, you know, we're going to have to leave and stuff like that. No, that's bad behavior. That happened. Instant consequence. There's no warning for that. It's an instant consequence so that it doesn't happen again. Because if you just go, oh, don't do that. If you do that again, we're going to leave. They'll try and get away with it without you seeing.
Exactly.
They'll try and get away with it wherever else they can. But if you shut that shit down, an immediate consequence, they will forever think, if I ever do anything like that, it's going to get shut down right away. Not this warning, soft bullshit that... I'm sorry. I just get so riled up. I
you have a right to be enraged because this was enraging.
It's disgusting behavior.
Yeah.
I am disgusted, and yeah, I don't want to anger anybody else, but I feel like there's a reason where this is coming from, and it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I love how enraged you are because I feel like people don't take this seriously. Like, people think like you're just. Like, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people would think that it's not a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It is a big deal. Like,
and this other chaperone person, but $100 says that's a male.
Yeah. 100%.
Fucking bullshit.
Top comment. You didn't go far enough. Shame on those little assholes. I'd have gathered everyone and left the park and explained that since they couldn't exhibit the most basic level of respect, they didn't deserve a fun day. And fuck that other chaperone. Those kids needed a verbal slap in the face. It was totally appropriate. He wanted you to gently correct literal verbal and physical sexual harassment. Oh, hell to the fuck no. Sinful? Saying fuck is more sinful than actual assault of a woman? Do not second guess yourself except for the ridiculously out-of-date church you belong to. Women have to cover up to be modest around men. Otherwise, they'll be sexually harassed and assaulted. Join the 21st century, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly what you just said.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah. Sorry if that made everybody mad, but...
No, you need to set them straight right away.
Yeah, they're never going to learn. 13-year-old boys are brutal.
Fucking
brutal.
Assholes.
Yeah. They need to learn.
I need to reset myself here, guys.
Sorry.
All right. Let's get a little bit. Let's get the mood back up.
Okay.
Let's get the mood back up.
Let's go.